All right, I am back on Hance Hollow Road. So this is the one that really surprised me the last time I was out here. It's pretty rocky back here. It starts going up a pretty steep incline, a little ways back in here. And it's just a really cool little road. Now this is going to eventually drop me off at another highway that runs up into Red Boiling Springs, and I think I'll probably turn around and head home from there, because I wasn't just thoroughly impressed with the rest of the MCT from that point on. I don't remember being thoroughly impressed anyway, but it's also almost 9 o'clock, so once I get up off of Hance Hollow Road, I'm probably going to head home. But as you can see, it's just really rocky back here. There is a dry creek bed that runs off to the right hand side over here. There's a really old barn right over to the right too, so it's pretty cool. I'm probably here pretty shortly going to go ahead and put it down into 4 high. I may go ahead and put it down into 4 low. Just because it does get kind of squirrely a little bit farther up, so out for now. All right, still on Hance Hollow Road. Little creek running on the right hand side. It is a little bit wetter out here right now. It hasn't really rained really any, well, I say that, I don't know what it's done around here, but it hasn't really rained at home. All right, here we go. So this is, again, this is the little cemetery that's out here. Really cool. It looks like there's maybe 6 or 7 graves out here. Let me come up this hill and check it out. So it looks like, all right, so that says mother. That says something, I can't remember. I can't read it. Died 1980, died 1989. So these are the Newberries. And I love how they just did this, where there's father and there's mother. So this is one of the Hances, I guess. Sherman died in 1943. Tempe died in 1941. So there's a little stone right there. Ellie died in 1925. Oh, she was just a year old. Oh, that's awful. And then there's other ones around here. This one looks really old. Yeah, you can't really read it, but it looks like they died in 1830 or 1885, something. I can't really read it. And there's a couple of other smaller ones that are, you know, out here, but you can't really decipher what's what. So anyway, beautiful little patch of land. It looks like somebody's keeping it up, keeping the grass cut. So yeah, just really cool. All right, so I'm back in the car off of, still on Hance Hollow Road. I went ahead and got it down into 4 low, just in case, because I did hit a couple of spots on the way up this last time I was out here about a month ago, where I did have to get down into 4-wheel drive. So I just went ahead and got down in 4 low just to be safe. Well, this looks different. Okay. All right, it does get a little squirrely right here. It's really rutted out on the right hand side, and it's now getting rutted out in the middle. So at least it's not very wet back here, so that's pretty awesome. Just gonna take it nice and slow up the hill. And a little farther up here, the road's going to turn to the right, and then it's going to start going uphill. And then that's where it gets a little bit rockier, gets a lot steeper, and it gets a little hairier. So that's why I went ahead and just put it into 4. Yeah, see, this looks a little crazy. But it's not too bad yet. And it wasn't really that bad the first time I came up here. It was totally unexpected, but it wasn't that bad. All right, so it's rutted out right there on the, and basically this is the point of no return. All right, and if I'm remembering right, this is probably the trickiest part of this road because it's really rutted out in a lot of spots, and there's some big rocks. Now this is where I start going uphill, and there's a big rock right there on the left. I'm gonna get up over that. And there's a big rock right here in the middle. I wanted to go real slow over that. And there's a rut that kind of goes down through almost on the left, I'm sorry, the right hand side. And so the camera doesn't really do this part justice. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm on about a 5-degree slant right here. My roll's about 4 degrees. And I would much rather it be the winter time because the trees and stuff around here, but let's see if we can get. Alright, there's a gnarly little section right there. Big rocks going up, and that was awesome. Still on Hance Hollow Road. I think I got the craziest part out of the way. But I think there's a couple of other spots around here that can still kind of creep up on you if you're not careful. But nice gnarly little section. And you know, it's nothing too, I mean, I'm not an off-roader by any stretch, but it's nothing too technical out here. I'm still on a decent incline. It's about a 6% grade right here, and it looks like it's getting ready to get a little bit steeper. So down to the right of me is a creek, but it's a big drop off right there too, so I obviously want to stay to the left as far as I can. But it's just really cool back here. Alright, this is where it's starting to get a little bit rutted out here on the right hand side. So looks like I'm on about a 12-degree roll here. So I'm getting ready to straddle this rut. And it should dip back in it and then come on out. There we go. Little engine's just whining like crazy. Alright, so it's really rutted out on the right hand side right here. Slid a little bit there, but I'm alright. I wish I could get some footage on the outside of this Jeep just to show how, you know, rocky and bumpy it is out here, rutted out, but I guess this is about as good as it's going to get. Alright, still on Hance Hollow. It is really rutted out on the right hand side here. I'm probably going to slide down in it just a little bit, and I did, but that's okay. And I talked to somebody on Facebook who said that it's best just to straddle the rut on that right hand side, but there's a big drop off on the right hand side right there, and I'm not really interested in straddling and doing all that. So alright, here we go. Got another big rock right there. There's a big drop there. I think I will kind of straddle this rut here. The good thing about going uphill is that if I get stuck, I can usually back up and give it another stab. I don't think that's going to be necessary on any of this stuff today. But this is pretty insane up here. But hell, I love it. Alright. And I think I'm past the trickiest part now. Well, I mean, I already said that, but it is a little rutted out here. And there's a tree down. That could give me a pinstripe if I'm not careful. And it's still kind of rocky coming up down through here. But I haven't even bottomed out on anything, so that's pretty nice. I wouldn't mind bringing Ashley's Gladiator up here and seeing how it does getting up here. I wonder if it doesn't take this road a little bit better than the Wrangler does. I mean, I wouldn't bet on it, but I'd like to find out. Alright, I'm on the same spot here. I've got this rut straddled here. And then I just ran right through it. there. And man, my little engine is just whining. Huh. This is interesting. All right, so the road goes on that way, but then there's another little lane that goes down that way. I wonder where that goes. I wonder if that's not somebody's driveway. I'm not gonna go down it just on the chance that I don't have a place where I can turn around down there. So I may walk down there for a minute. All right, same spot. And it looks like somebody's used this. I'm at the top of the hill now. It looks like somebody's used this as a campground. There's a little open space here on the left-hand side. And somebody's made a little fire pit right here, fireplace, whatever. Somebody's had a fire here. Some beer cans there, oil cans. So, just a little cleared out spot up here. I guess people have been partying. So that's cool. At the beginning of the road and at the very top of the hill just back here, there's a gate. And I don't know if they ever actually have the road gated off or not. I can see it getting pretty crazy if it's raining or if it's washed out real bad, if it's been raining a lot. So I can see that happening, but it doesn't look like that gate's been used a whole lot. Or maybe even in a long time, I'm not sure. So anyway, still on Hance Hollow Road. It says I'm back in Whitleyville now. So I'm at least close to the other place where I was a little while ago. And it looks like this is just going to keep going. And like I said, this highway, this road, if I'm not mistaken, drops me out on the highway that will take me into Red Boiling Springs. And from there, I'm just going to go back home. So I probably don't even really need to be in. I shifted up into 4 high. I don't remember there being really anything crazy back going this way either though. So I'll swap it down into 2 high, and then I think the rest of this road's pretty easy. So later.